peeps, welcome back to my channel. Now this is gonna be a repetitive introduction, so if you want to skip this introduction, just look at the timestamp down below. This is a series of tutorials. I'm gonna be showing you how I usually do my makeup. I'm gonna be throwing in some tips and tricks and things that I've learned so far in the makeup world, and yeah. So if you want to know more about foundation, then keep on watching. So of course we're gonna bring our hair back first, keeping your face clear. Girl, you need the face to be cleared. Yes. Now, if you haven't seen my first video, I've already prepped and primed my face. So we are going to go on with foundation. Yeah, girl. So if you just want to know how to apply foundation, there's a timestamp down below. You can click that straight away. I'm just going to be breaking down a few details on foundation so you can know what foundation suits you and what's not and stuff like that. Yeah, let's just move on. Girl, let's move on. So there's a few kinds of foundations out there. There's liquid foundation, powder foundation, cream foundation, all that kind of foundation. And yeah, there's a few finishes out there. You have dewy or matte. If you want to use full coverage matte foundation, you have to know that some foundations, they oxidize. Like matte foundation tends to oxidize because when they dry down, it becomes a little darker. So if you want to find matte foundations, you have to find one like half a shade lighter than your usual skin tone. Whereas hydrating cushion foundation, or you have the satin foundation which is half coverage, those you can just find your original skin tone. They usually, not always, but usually do not oxidize. In order to pick the right foundation for you, you need to know what's your skin type, okay? So you have like dry skin, T-zone, you have normal skin, many kind of thing. As for me, mine is T-zone. So like right here it's oily, and then out here it's like normal to dry. It depends on the weather here in Malaysia. Once you understand your skin type, you go to your skin tone, right? So you have 3 tones in foundation. You have warm, you have neutral, and you have cool. Sometimes you have neutral cool and neutral warm and all that kind of thing. So you need to understand your skin tone. So for me, my skin tone is neutral warm. Sometimes it can go to neutral cool, depending whether I have a tan or not. Like skin tan, like, you know, sunburn. Yeah. Yeah. Now if you don't know what's your skin tone, you can actually go on to Google and actually type out types of skin tone and how to find out what's your skin tone, and they'll teach you like your pulse, what color is your vein and that kind of thing, and see what looks good on you. Once you find out about your skin tone, you want to know what kind of foundation you want to go. If you want to have like those everyday, like your skin but better kind of look, like very light makeup, I would suggest you go for a cushion foundation or like a light to medium coverage foundation. But if you want to go for like runways, like concerts, or like dinner, like, you know, that kind of fancy stuff, then you want to go for a full coverage. Now because I already prepped my skin with moisturizer, I am actually going to go ahead with matte foundation, so you can actually see how full coverage is full coverage. Which is what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r foundation in the shade 190. Then if you're using liquid foundation, make sure you shake it well, because sometimes they separate the oils or like whatever liquids up there and then like the other like dry stuff below, so you want to shake it well, you know? Shake it well. You can apply this with a brush or a beauty blender. For me, I'm going to be using a beauty blender. I've already dampened my beauty blender so it doesn't get too dry when I apply matte foundation. At the same time, it's easier to apply it on the face. You just want to dab until you're fab. I know this looks weird right now, but because this is matte foundation, it's going to oxidize. When you're using a beauty sponge or a beauty blender, you want to just dab. You don't want to like pull, because your primer is already set in place, so you don't want to drag your primer. At the same time, you want to make sure the coverage is there. Coverage is there, which is why, you know, you're just putting the product in place, not dragging and removing the product from your face. That's how you get full coverage foundation. What I like to do as well is just cover up my lips, like the edge of my lips, because it like the skin tone is different, it's darker, so I like to cover it. So yeah, it looks like one. you know. Don't forget to cover up your neck as well, your neck area, because you don't want to have two different skin tones. So yeah, you want to cover everything up, you know, so it looks like one. Make sure you get behind the ears as well. You don't want to have like two different tones, you know. So next, I'm actually going to be using a setting powder. Is to set your makeup in space. In space? What? In place, girl. Now you don't actually have to do this step, but I like doing it so that my makeup sets in place. It also keeps the oils from peeking through. Basically, like, your makeup will last longer this way. I'm just using a brush and then just applying it on my face, like lightly apply, because this is a matte foundation. If you put too heavy, it's gonna get crusty and it's gonna crack because it's too dry, because, you know, it's powder. Powder is dry. Just in case I forget to mention, this is the Colourpop No Filter Setting Powder. It's just new. It's new and it's actually not bad. So yeah, give it a try, girls. So yeah guys, this is how I apply my foundation. If you want to see how to get rid of those nasty like dark circles and spots and conceal your soul away, then watch the next video and I'll see you